Good morning, I'm Grady the Intern, and this is your entertainment news for this Friday, August 1st, 2025. Hulk Hogan's cause of death has been revealed after 1 week after the wrestler passed away at 71. People can now confirm that Hogan died of a heart attack on Thursday. Luke Bryan is now having a response to the fan who threw an object at him while performing. Bryan responded after getting hit in the face with an object on set at his North Dakota State Fair on Saturday. It was the last song of the night, which is a big old fun party, and I think one person just took it too far, he said of the incident. I mean, if I saw him throw it, I would have gone right to him, Bryan added. I probably would have jumped right off in there. NFL star Shannon Shape has been dropped by ESPN after settling sexual assault case. Shape, a former NFL star as well as a popular U.S. podcaster, has been dropped by the sports network ESPN after settling a legal case which accused him of rape. The case brought by a woman who alleged that Mr. Sharp assaulted her during the near 2-year relationship and asked more than $50 million in damages. Sean Combs' attorney is now asking the court for an acquittal or a new trial. Attorneys for Combs late Wednesday filed a motion to ask Combs' conviction earlier this month to be thrown out, or bearing that it will be given a new trial. The motion argues that the Mann Act, a law under which Combs was convicted, was too broadly interpreted to apply to Combs. The Mann Act in the United States is a federal law that prohibits the interstate or foreign transportation of individuals for prostitution or other immoral purposes. It was enacted in 1910 to combat human trafficking and prostitution, but has been criticized for its broad language and potential misuse. As of right now, Combs is set to be sentenced on October 3rd. Justin Timberlake is now revealing Lyme disease diagnosis. He has shared his diagnosis with fans in an Instagram post yesterday that reflected on his conclusion of a 2-year Forget Tomorrow's World Tour. Lyme disease is a tick-borne illness disease that, if left untreated, can affect the joints, hearts, and nervous systems. However, Lyme disease, it is treatable. However, in some cases, prolonged symptoms may persist after treatment. Timberlake has not shared any further details of his diagnosis or treatment. We're learning more details about the American Idol executive met with the police now, just days before the killings. Robin Kane and her musician husband Thomas attended a community police advisory board on July 9th. Kane said, according to People, just a few weeks ago, "We had our home invasion. As we were sleeping, they broke in, climbed our wall, smashed through the kitchen door. It was scary." Kane also attended a previous advisory board meeting where she expressed fear about the break-ins at her home. The day after the meeting, the couple reportedly returned from a walk where they encountered the suspect, who authorities said entered through an unlocked door to their home. The LAPD received 2 911 calls on July 10th about a disturbance at the couple's home and reported the intruder banishing a quote firearm. Officials reportedly arrived at the home following the 911 call, walked the perimeter of the property, and a helicopter flew overhead, but the authorities never entered the property. Police discovered the couple's bodies 4 days later on July 14th. When they were called out for a welfare check, the couple was found dead with multiple gunshot wounds, including to the head. The shooting suspect, 22-year-old Raymond Bodarian, was arrested on July 16th in connection to their deaths. Los Angeles County officials have said the couple were killed by their own gun. Well, that's the entertainment for you. For this Friday, August 1st, 2025, I'm Grady the Intern. Good morning, I'm Grady the Intern, and this is your entertainment news for this Monday, August 4th, 2025. Muhammad Ali's brother and former professional boxer has passed away on Friday. Rahama, who was a professional boxer in his own right, helped Muhammad train throughout his career, has passed away. The cause of death has not been released at this time. He was 82 years old. Donald Trump says this now will be more difficult to pardon Diddy after he made, quote, terrible statements during the election. The president said that Combs, whom he was once, quote, very friendly with, made some, quote, terrible statements when he was running for office. President Trump said, I'll be honest, making it more difficult to do for pardoning Combs following the high-profile federal trial this summer. The terrible statements in question, Combs said in 2020 in an interview with the Revolt Network, who was also co-founded by Combs himself, saying, seeing what's going on, white men like Trump need to be banished. The way of thinking is real dangerous. The man literally threatened the lives of us and our families about going to vote, quoting, stand back and stand by. Combs added that the number one priority is to get Trump out of office. He made this statement in 2020. Sha'Carri Richardson is arrested for a domestic violence assault charge against boyfriend Christian Coleman. The Olympian was arrested days before she competed in the USA Track and Field Outdoor Championship preliminary rounds. Richardson and Coleman were at the Seattle International Airport on Sunday when they alleged got into a, quote, in a verbal altercation, according to the New York Times, citing a police report. The arresting officer allegedly witnessed the 25-year-old athlete push Coleman multiple times before he fell into a nearby column, according to authorities. Airport security footage allegedly documented Coleman's attempting to walk away from Richardson, but kept bumping into him. Authorities also report that she threw a pair of headphones at him. Coleman refused to press charges, though, and, quote, declined to beat the victim, according to the New York Times. Richardson was booked on Sunday, July 27th. She was released the next day, according to jail records. USATF is aware of the reports. We did not have a comment on this matter, according to a statement. Following her arrest, she and Coleman raced into the USATF Outdoor Championship preliminary rounds. Comedian Matt Rife is now, quote, the legal guardian of the Annabelle doll. The comedian and his friends purchased, but not legally own, the Paramount Investigators Home, Museum, and the entire artifact collection, which includes the Annabelle doll, which Rife is now calling the legal guardian and caretaker. Rife plans to open the museum, which has been closed since 2019 for tours, and the home for overnight stays. If you or your child are flocking over to Roblox, well, this is the reason why. Millions are flocking over for a virtual garden in the Roblox game. Grow a Garden, created by a 16-year-old in just a few days, has shattered the record for the most concurrent players of any game in history, beating out video games that would take years and millions of dollars to develop. The game has reached up to 21.3 million players. And lastly, Benadryl, according to experts, may do more harm than good. Allergy experts from the Johns Hopkins University, as well as the University of California, San Diego, said in a recent review published earlier this year that the medication is, quote, outdated and dangerous. There's also more safer alternatives such as Claritin and Allegra. The Consumer Health Products Association provided a statement on behalf of Benadryl's maker. They said responsible use is essential, and consumers should always follow the directions and the warnings on the label. Well, that's the entertainment for you. For this Monday, August 4th, 2025, I'm Grady the Intern.